Throughout history, the wisest minds have understood one profound truth: your mind is the master architect of your destiny. It crafts your beliefs, directs your actions, and ultimately shapes whether you meet success or fall to defeat. Yet, many of us barely scratch the surface of our mental capacity. We let uncertainties, limiting beliefs, and unseen fears hinder our growth. But what if there was a way to break free from these mental chains? The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught us that we suffer not from the events in our lives but from our judgment about them. We often feel restrained not by the hurdles of the external world but by the barriers we construct in our minds. What if you could rewire your thinking and unlock a new realm of possibilities? In this video, we're diving into powerful, actionable strategies that will help you unleash the latent power of your mind, potentially altering the course of your life forever. If you're ready to embark on this transformative journey, drop an "I'm ready" in the comments below, and let's get started. It's easy to get caught up in the quest for perfection. We often hold ourselves to impossibly high standards, believing that everything must be flawless before we can consider it a success. But let's take a minute to rethink this mindset. Imagine how much more you could achieve if you shifted your focus from being perfect to making progress. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism really shines, teaching us to value the journey and the lessons learned along the way more than the final outcome. Stoicism reminds us that our control over external events is limited, but our control over our reactions and our dedication to improvement is where true growth occurs. Instead of beating yourself up for not being perfect, what if you celebrated each small step forward? It's about appreciating that every attempt, every minor improvement, is part of a larger journey towards excellence. This approach not only boosts your morale but also keeps you engaged and less likely to give up. Consider the way a sculptor works on a piece of marble. They don't start with a perfect statue, they chip away bit by bit. Each strike of the chisel contributes to the final masterpiece. Each minor adjustment is progress, and every piece of excess stone removed reveals a bit more of the final form. If the sculptor only focused on the perfect end product, the daunting task could seem insurmountable. But focusing on each small action allows for steady progress and growth. In our own lives, adopting this mindset means setting realistic, incremental goals. Break down your larger objectives into manageable tasks and celebrate the completion of each one. This method reduces the overwhelm that often accompanies big projects and helps prevent the paralysis that perfectionism can cause. Remember Epictetus's guidance: it's not what happens to you but how you react that matters. By focusing on progress, you choose to react positively to your own efforts, fostering a resilient and adaptable mindset. So, let go of the notion that everything must be perfect before you can feel successful. Embrace each step of progress, no matter how small, and watch as it accumulates into significant change. This is the essence of living stoically, finding value and growth in the process rather than the perfection of the end result. By shifting your focus in this way, not only will your tasks seem more achievable, but you'll also find greater satisfaction and motivation in the work you're doing today. There's something truly transformative about learning from someone who has walked the path before you. Mentorship isn't just about absorbing knowledge or skills. It's about experiencing a personal transformation that often comes from the insights and guidance of a seasoned guide. This connection can be a powerful catalyst for growth, pushing you beyond your perceived limits and expanding your understanding of what's possible. In the realm of Stoicism, the role of a mentor is to illustrate how to live according to virtue and practical wisdom. Just as Seneca learned from his teachers and Marcus Aurelius from his, having a mentor means having someone to mirror the values and disciplines you aspire to embody. This is crucial because it's not just about what we learn but how we apply that learning to our lives. A mentor can provide context and clarity, showing you how to navigate challenges and apply Stoic principles like focus, discipline, and resilience in everyday situations. Think about it this way: When you face a tough decision or a major career move, having a mentor to turn to can make all the difference. They provide a sounding board based on their own experiences and often see potential in us that we might overlook ourselves. They push us out of our comfort zones into new challenges that refine our character and capabilities. This guidance is invaluable because it isn't just theoretical, it's grounded in real-world application. Moreover, a mentor's impact extends beyond specific advice on discrete challenges. They shape how you think, enhance how you perceive challenges, and encourage you to act with integrity and purpose. Their stories and experiences become lessons in resilience and persistence, teaching you not just to survive the trials of life but to thrive through them. Stoicism teaches us that it's not the events in our lives that affect us but our responses to them. A good mentor helps you to cultivate a response that is measured, thoughtful, and aligned with your deepest values. And how do you find such a mentor? Start by identifying the qualities you admire and seek out individuals who embody them. This could be in your professional network, within your community, or even among the authors of books that have impacted your life. Reach out, ask questions, and express your admiration for their path. Remember, the relationship should be mutually beneficial, grounded in respect, and a genuine desire for growth. Navigating through life with emotional baggage is like trying to run a marathon with a heavy backpack. It slows you down and makes the journey far more exhausting than it needs to be. We all carry these invisible burdens, whether they are lingering regrets, unresolved conflicts, or deep-seated fears from past experiences. Addressing this emotional weight doesn't just lighten your load, it opens up a pathway to a more fulfilling and liberated existence. Stoicism offers a powerful perspective here. It teaches us that our perceptions of past events, rather than the events themselves, shape our current emotional state. Imagine if you could look at a past event and see it not as a permanent scar but as a lesson that has the potential to strengthen and refine you. Stoics focus on the present, on what can be controlled, our attitudes and reactions. They advocate for observing our emotions objectively, understanding their origins, and then deciding consciously not to let them dictate our present actions. So, how do you begin to unpack and sort through this emotional baggage? Start with introspection. Reflect on what feelings are holding you back and ask yourself why. Are these feelings based on current reality, or are they shadows of the past still looming over your present? This reflective practice isn't about suppressing your emotions but understanding them deeply so you can manage them effectively. Acknowledging your feelings is the first step towards gaining control over them rather than letting them control you. Next, it's crucial to practice forgiveness, both towards others and yourself. Forgiveness can be incredibly challenging, especially when deep hurt is involved, but it is also incredibly liberating. It doesn't mean condoning wrong behavior or forgetting what happened, it means freeing yourself from the burden of resentment. Remember, as Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters. Forgiving is not about changing the past but about ensuring that the past no longer dictates your future. Another practical step is to cultivate resilience by reframing your narrative. Instead of viewing your past experiences as purely negative, try to find the strength or wisdom each experience brought you. This doesn't diminish the pain you felt but empowers you to take ownership of how you let it affect you going forward. You can't change the past, but you can choose the story you tell yourself about it. Dealing with emotional baggage is about ongoing work. It's not a one-time cleanup but a continuous process of self-awareness, adjustment, and acceptance. Engaging in practices like meditation, journaling, or therapy can also provide supportive frameworks as you work through your emotions. These tools can help create a space of calm and clarity in which you can process and move forward. Imagine if you could plant a thought in your mind that grows into a powerful belief, shaping your actions and ultimately your destiny. This isn't just a whimsical idea, it's the essence of using repetition and visualization Two powerful tools that can literally rewire your brain and set the stage for achieving your goals. It's about creating a mental blueprint of where you want to go and then reinforcing that vision until it becomes a part of who you are. Stoicism teaches us that we become what we think about most. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the importance of focusing your thoughts on what you desire rather than what you fear. By frequently visualizing your success and repeating positive affirmations, you can start to see these outcomes as not only possible but inevitable. This practice isn't about wishful thinking, it's about systematically conditioning your mind to recognize and pursue paths to success.